If you're a woman in your late 30s, 40s, and even early 50s, and you've constantly gone to the doctor because you just don't feel right, you have blood tests done, you're not sleeping well, your body aches, your muscle aches, you've got digestive issues, you're gaining fat even though you're not changing things, and your blood tests actually come up normal, and the doctor just says that it's part of the aging process. Well, I'm going to give you a different perspective because, beautiful lady, there are some major hormone fluxes going on. And I'm going to give you an aerial view of the Western perspective and the Eastern perspective of what we know in the East that blood tests actually don't show about our hormones. And there's a beautiful checklist in the notes below that's a bit of a toolkit that you can start to implement some of these things straight away to make some natural shifts that can start to build up your wellness bank. My name's Lisa Marie. I help health conscious women navigate this very stormy time of life, the perimenopause to menopause to postmenopause transition. I'm a medical scientist, have a holistic nutrition and fitness background, and I actually had a hysterectomy when I was 29 due to severe endometriosis, multiple surgeries, nasty hormone therapy. That's for another story. I'm now 56, so I've been in this world for a very long time, and I come with the very unconventional approach of being trained in the Western medical world and also trained in the Eastern holistic world. And with this powerful combination, I help women become strong, lean, healthy, and happy, and absolutely empowered in this menopause transition of their life. I know how frustrating it is to have no answers to what's going on in your body. I spent my late teens, early 20s, and early 30s in and out of hospital. And endometriosis is an autoimmune disease. I was told there was nothing that they could really do for me except what they were doing, chopping bits out and giving me nasty hormone treatment. That, quite frankly, was not improving my health at all. I was on a slippery slope. I had multiple autoimmune diseases actually start to appear because my body was just breaking down. I know how frustrating it is to be told there is no solution or we can't find anything wrong with you to basically how you're feeling. Now, I had a very long past of trauma, so I believe my catastrophic health problems were a result of that. What I do want you to understand is that the severity of what perimenopause and menopause symptoms you're experiencing right now have also been a result of what you did in your 20s, your 30s, and even your 40s with regard to your healthy lifestyle habits, your stress management, your mindset. All of these things affect our internal energy systems. And this is where the Eastern philosophy and the basis of traditional Chinese medicine comes in, because we are energy. And when we've got energy blockages in our body, well, think about when you're sitting in peak hour traffic. Basically, no one goes anywhere and you just get frustrated. So there's a backlog of energy somewhere and there's not enough in another area. So that's basically what happens in our body as well. And it can manifest in hot flashes, mood swings, digestive upset, body aches. So yes, there is always going to be a transition through the menopause journey, but the severity of the symptoms reflects the level of your body mind health and what it has been in the past. I understand Western lab testing. That was me. I was the chick in the white lab coat, looking down a microscope, testing the blood. So what blood tests mostly reflect is a snapshot of what your body is doing now. What we know in the hormone transition is things like your estrogen, your progesterone, your cortisol, your testosterone, they can actually be in flux. So with the fluctuating hormones, there's really no black and white lab results that you can come out with. And just in the last couple of years, there's been a new awareness in Western medicine about the perimenopause to menopause transition and the research behind that. So we're still a long way before we can have some clarity and it's filtered out through the entire medical profession. So women don't go to the doctor and they're told it's either in their head or it's just part of the aging process, because that's not the case. The global population is 51% women, and if you live long enough to live past your reproductive years, you are going to go through menopause. So menopause care should be and will be, with a little bit of time, part of the medical system. Taking off my Western hat and stepping into my Eastern garden, that is what the Eastern philosophy and traditional Chinese medicine looks at. It looks at your body as though it's a garden. It wonders, is the soil dry? Is it getting enough nourishment? Have the weeds come in? Is your system sluggish or overheated? Are the cycles of rest and activity balanced in your life? And Eastern practitioners look at things like your tongue, your pulse, your complexion, your digestion, all of these things to wonder where your energy balance is in your system. Talking about yin, yang, deficiencies and excesses, and all of these things can show up as the night sweats, the hot flashes, the anxiety, the brain fog, the tummy bloating, the irregular bowels. So you know all the things, right? So you're probably wondering which one is better. Well, neither are better. They both have their place. Western medicine gives you precision right now, and the Eastern philosophy gives you pattern recognition. Together, they both offer a very powerful framework. But what's important, and the thing that I love working with women, is that when we uncover the root cause, when we know why a woman is in this current state, not just her biological age, then we can work on some true life-changing transformation to develop a healthy, strong, lean, energized, wonderful, happy body and mind. And in closing, I want to give you one critical piece of information that I hope sticks in your mind, because if you're going through the perimenopause to menopause transition, in the hormone decline, in the estrogen decline especially, stress and inflammation are a woman's biggest enemy, because estrogen is actually our anti-inflammatory buffer. And so when that is declining and when that is basically gone, our ovaries have retired, we no longer have that protective anti-inflammatory armor. And so then there seems to be quite a shift in our level of healthfulness. So the main thing that you need to be working on is, first of all, making sure that you're not at burnout. Because women typically run on burnout, what can happen is that their androgens, their energy hormones are right down, their cortisol is also right down, and the feeling of fatigue is overwhelming. But on the flip side, because we're missing out on sleep, our body's aching, all of these things are going on, hot flashes, we have constant cortisol spikes, and both basically leave you feeling like crap. I have put together a beautiful checklist of 25 ways to calm your cortisol spikes. You'll find the link below. And if you found this video helpful, I'd love you to leave a comment, give me the thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. And each week I will be giving a very different perspective on this transition of life for all the amazing women who want to make that next chapter of their life simply amazing. I will see you in the next video. Mwah! Bye for now.